Following the NFL scouting combine, there's been conversations about the Dallas Cowboys potentially selecting a tight end with the 26th overall pick in the NFL draft. Dane Brugler and Mel Kiper mock draft tight end Dalton Kincaid out of Utah to the Cowboys. Now, begs the question, should the Dallas Cowboys select a tight end in the first round? Here are some potential names. Michael Mayer, Notre Dame. What are your thoughts on him?
Michael Mayer, he does everything at a high level. He was very productive there at Notre Dame. He's a quarterback security blanket. A knock on him, I guess, is that he's not super fast, but I think he's fast enough to play the tight end position. It's just him being compared to the whole tight end class. It kind of knocked him a little bit, but I think he has all the traits to be a good NFL tight end. And there, he's definitely going to go late first, early second. So whoever gets him is going to get a plug and play tight end there.
He reminds me of Jason Witten. Just his style of play. He's not going to wow you, make these crazy plays, but he's just going to move the chains. And like you said, the security blanket for Dak Prescott would certainly be intriguing. And how about Dalton Kincaid from Utah?
I love Dalton Kincaid. He's the best receiving tight end in the class. He can line up anywhere. At the end of the day, he's a weapon. So at 26, if there's not a receiver we like, and we want to upgrade our weapons, that's an option. Because at the end of the day, you need guys that can make plays, and I believe he could be one of them. He's, some say, below average blocker, which I could see. So that's one knock on him.
Yeah, someone in the NFL similar to Kincaid. Some would say Zach Ertz from Arizona Cardinals, formerly with the Philadelphia Eagles. He could line up inside. He could line up in the slot. He's just a dual threat tight end when it comes to that. And then last but not least, Darnell Washington from Georgia.
Oh yeah, that guy put on a clinic at the combine. He's just a freak show. He's massive. I feel like in Georgia he was underutilized because I know they have a real good tight end there that should be in the draft real soon next year. Top tier guy. He's just an amazing blocker. He refers to him as a sixth lineman, which I love that mentality for a tight end. And like I said, I feel like his receiving skills, there's some to tap into. So I believe in the NFL that will be maximized to a larger degree. So at the end of the day, he has strong hands, and he'd be great for Dak. I feel like Dak would love to have a big target like him.
And a couple weeks ago, Mike McCarthy was talking about we need to run the damn ball. New offensive coordinator, Brian Schottenheimer, who's coming from Seattle, loved running the ball. And having Washington as that sixth guy, like you said, that's really, really a fun idea. And with the recently tagged Tony Pollard, this offense would definitely improve in that aspect. Some people say he's like Mercedes Lewis, big, reliable, can make some acrobatic catches, and who's currently, he's been in the NFL for forever.
Yeah.
He's currently with the Packers, and we'll see.
Yeah, probably got more juice than Mercedes Lewis, but, similar frame and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. And the Dallas Cowboys haven't really valued the tight end position over the years. In the past 2 decades, Jason Witten was drafted in 2003, the future Hall of Famer. He was selected in the 3rd round. And from that time, the Cowboys have only drafted 10 tight ends. Starting in the 7th round, Jeff Swaim. 6th round, Rico Gathers, James Hanna, and John Phillips. 5th round, Sean Ryan. 4th round, this is the money round, I believe. Jake Ferguson, Dalton Schultz, who's going to get paid, not by us. And in the 2nd round, Gavin Escobar, who was picked to be the successor to Jason Witten. And he just couldn't really touch the field. Martellus Bennett, a fast guy, fun guy to watch, but he just never worked in Dallas. And Anthony Fasano. So those are some names. Like the Cowboys, the last time they picked a tight end in the 1st round was in 1997, was David LaFleur. So I'd be surprised if the Cowboys would pick a tight end with the 26th overall pick. But like you said, these guys can provide a lot. And to bring Dak weapons, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, and putting that tight end right there in the offense, right there in the middle being Dak's security blanket, would really help this offense take it to another level. And just should they consider it at 26?
I think it has to be a conversation that needs to be had. If you don't have an O lineman there that that have a first round grade or a cornerback that you don't really like, and if you do have a tight end that you that you covet, and you have a first round grade, and there's not a receiver out there that you think is worthy of that pick, at the end of the day, you need to surround Dak with weapons. That definitely showed in the playoff game. The lack of weapons that we had, it was just CD and Pollard left the game early. So if there's a weapon there, take him because he needs the help. I know it's not the sexiest pick to do, taking a tight end in the first round, but at this point we just need to surround Dak. So if there's value there at 26, go ahead and take advantage of that. And I think Will McClay's done a good job over the years of taking players at their value at that spot.
Yeah, and none of these guys will be there in the second round. So
Yeah, no
you
shot.
have to make that decision unless you're willing to trade up, which again, it's more assets put into the position, which I don't see the front office doing. And also, we got to see what they do in free agency. I know they don't really participate in it, but do they bring in a cheap guy to go along with Jake Ferguson, Payne Hendershot, and maybe they view Jake Ferguson as that guy to be the Schultz replacement, and I think so.
It's possible. I mean, Jake Ferguson showed flashes, but if you could have two guys that could play the position that could help out Dak, then like I said, you got to have the conversation. I don't love it, but if the value's there, go ahead and take advantage of it.
Most definitely. And I just want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Should the Dallas Cowboys consider a tight end at pick 26? And before you go, hit that like button, subscribe to the Star Vision YouTube channel, and stay safe. Peace out.